Life changes as we get older, doesn't it? The body doesn't always work the way it used to, and frankly, some things that felt easy or automatic in our younger years suddenly require a bit more effort, or sometimes they just don't happen at all. It's a reality. Many men face a quiet frustration that can chip away at confidence and even affect relationships. Maybe you've noticed changes yourself, or perhaps someone you care about has. You might feel like you're losing a part of yourself, something fundamental that you associate with vitality and youth. It's a painful reality when things aren't as firm or as reliable as they once were. The truth is, you're not alone in experiencing these shifts, and while it's easy to feel discouraged or think that this is just how it is, now, I want to share a story with you that might offer a different perspective, a perspective I gained right there in my surgical practice. I'm a penis surgeon, and over the years, I've seen countless cases, heard countless stories, and helped men navigate a wide range of challenges related to their health and their confidence. Most of my patients are older men dealing with issues that come with age. But every now and then, you meet someone who makes you rethink everything you thought you knew about aging. One patient in particular stands out. He was 90 years old and came to see me for a non-related issue, something quite minor actually. But what struck me immediately wasn't the reason for his visit. It was his incredible energy, his sharp mind, and frankly the reason he told me he was still able to be sexually active at his age and enjoying a fulfilling, intimate life. I was honestly stunned. I asked him what his secret was, what he did differently. He smiled a knowing smile and started telling me about his daily ritual. It wasn't some expensive pill or a complicated procedure. It was a series of simple habits he had built over his life. In this video, we're going to walk through the core elements of this remarkable man's daily routine, the things he swore by that kept him vibrant, and yes, even helped maintain his erectile function well into his 90s. Pay close attention because some of these might surprise you, and watch right to the very end because there's something about his approach that I think is particularly powerful and might just surprise you the most. So let's dive right into the very first thing this incredible 90-year-old man did every single day without fail. Part of this ritual that he believed was absolutely foundational to his continued vitality. It starts the moment his feet hit the floor. Now you might expect me to say he jumped into a cold shower or immediately started doing push-ups, but it wasn't quite that. His very first act was conscious, deliberate breathing. He would sit on the edge of his bed, take a few moments to just become aware of his breath, and then he would practice a specific type of deep diaphragmatic breathing. This isn't just taking a big gulp of air. It's about filling your belly first, then your chest, allowing your lungs to fully expand, and then exhaling slowly, completely. He told me he did this for about 5 to 10 minutes every morning. Why breathing, you might ask? Well, he wasn't a doctor. He was a retired carpenter, but he had an intuitive understanding of how the body works. Or perhaps he just noticed how it made him feel. From a medical perspective, deep breathing does wonders for circulation. It helps to properly oxygenate your blood, which is then pumped throughout your body, including to the areas critical for erectile function. Think about it like this. Good oxygen flow is like clear roads, allowing traffic to move freely. Poor oxygen flow or circulation is like a traffic jam. The penis, like any other organ, needs a healthy supply of oxygen-rich blood to function correctly. Stress is also a major contributor to erectile difficulties, and deep breathing is one of the simplest, most effective ways to calm the nervous system, reduce cortisol levels, and promote relaxation. This man understood the connection, perhaps not in scientific terms, but he felt the difference. He said it cleared his head, settled his stomach, and just made him feel ready to face the day with a sense of calm energy. He described it as tuning the engine before starting the car. He would visualize the breath flowing throughout his body, invigorating every cell. This simple act, performed consistently over decades, he felt set the stage for everything else. Following his breathing exercise, he would always have a glass of water, often with a squeeze of lemon. Hydration sounds basic, doesn't it? But it's absolutely vital for everything from cognitive function to, yes, proper blood flow. Dehydration thickens your blood, making it harder for your heart to pump efficiently. This can negatively impact circulation everywhere, including down below. His approach was simple. Start the day hydrated. It wasn't fancy or complicated, just a consistent, healthy habit. Next came movement. He didn't run marathons or lift heavy weights at 90, though he had been physically active his whole life. His morning movement was a gentle walk. He would walk for about 30 minutes at a moderate pace around his neighborhood or in a local park. The key, he said, was consistency, not intensity. Walking is a fantastic low-impact exercise that promotes cardiovascular health. A healthy heart and healthy blood vessels are fundamental to achieving and maintaining erections. When your cardiovascular system is in good shape, blood flows more freely and forcefully. Walking helps strengthen the heart muscle, improves circulation, and can even help manage blood pressure and cholesterol, all factors that play a significant role in erectile health as we age. He saw this walk not just as exercise, but as a moving meditation, a time to observe the world around him, clear his head, and just be present. He said it was his time to get the blood flowing to all the corners of the body. And he meant all corners. This combination of mindful breathing, hydration, and a consistent gentle walk formed the cornerstone of his morning ritual before he even had breakfast. These were non-negotiables for him, simple, accessible habits that he believed built the foundation for his continued vitality and ability to perform. They show that you don't need extreme measures to make a significant difference. Consistency and focus on fundamental health are powerful tools. Now that we've looked at how he started his day, the breathing, the water, and the walk, let's move on to what fueled him, the foods he ate, and some other key aspects of his daily life that contributed to his remarkable health. After his morning walk, my patient would turn his attention to fueling his body, and his approach to food was just as deliberate and consistent as his morning routine. He wasn't following a fad diet or counting calories meticulously. His philosophy was centered around whole, unprocessed foods, vibrant colors, and what he called food that gives life. His breakfast was often quite simple but packed with nutrients. He frequently ate a bowl of oatmeal topped with berries, nuts, and seeds. Oatmeal is a great source of soluble fiber, which is excellent for heart health, helping to lower cholesterol. Berries are loaded with antioxidants which protect cells from damage. Nuts and seeds provide healthy fats and protein. This combination, he felt, gave him sustained energy and kept his pipes clean, as he put it, referring to his blood vessels. He ate regular meals throughout the day, avoiding long periods without food, but he wasn't a big snacker. His meals were balanced always, including a source of lean protein, plenty of vegetables, and healthy carbohydrates like sweet potatoes or brown rice. When it came to fats, he focused on sources like olive oil, avocados, and the fats found in fish. He knew, or perhaps just felt, that these fats were important for brain health and overall well-being. Omega-3 fatty acids found abundantly in fatty fish like salmon and mackerel are particularly beneficial for cardiovascular health, reducing inflammation and supporting healthy blood flow. He didn't eat fish every day, but he made sure to include it in his diet several times a week. He was a big believer in the power of colorful vegetables. He would fill half his plate with a variety of vegetables at lunch and dinner. Dark leafy greens like spinach and kale, broccoli, carrots, bell peppers. He ate them all. These vegetables are rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that support overall health, including vascular health. Some vegetables like beets are known for their ability to increase nitric oxide levels in the body. Nitric oxide helps to relax and widen blood vessels, improving blood flow, which is crucial for achieving an erection. He didn't talk about nitric oxide, of course, but he talked about feeling open and flowing after eating certain foods. He was also mindful of what he avoided. Processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive amounts of red meat were rarely on his plate. He saw these as heavy foods that slowed him down and made him feel sluggish. He had a sweet tooth, but he satisfied it with fruit or a small piece of dark chocolate, not sugary pastries or candies. This isn't to say he never indulged. He was pragmatic and enjoyed life, but his daily foundation was built on nutrient-dense whole foods. Another key element of his ritual was his approach to hydration beyond that initial morning glass of water. He sipped water consistently throughout the day. He wasn't a fan of sugary drinks or even too much coffee or tea, which he felt could dehydrate him. Simple plain water was his drink of choice. Proper hydration supports blood volume, which is essential for good circulation and maintaining blood pressure. When you are well hydrated, your blood can flow more easily, delivering oxygen and nutrients where they need to go. Beyond diet and physical movement, he also prioritized mental and emotional well-being. He was a man who stayed engaged with the world. He read newspapers, gardened, worked on small woodworking projects, and spent time with friends and family. He saw these activities not just as hobbies, but as essential parts of staying alive and connected. Stress, as we know, can be a major inhibitor of sexual function. High stress levels can lead to the release of hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which can constrict blood vessels, diverting blood flow away from non-essential functions like erection. By staying mentally active and socially connected, he kept his stress levels in check. He also had a quiet period each afternoon where he would either nap for a short time or just sit quietly and relax. He called this his reset time. This simple act of rest and downtime helped manage the cumulative stress of the day and allowed his body and mind to recover. He also had a strong sense of purpose. Even at 90, he felt he had things to contribute, whether it was helping a neighbor, teaching a skill, or simply offering a listening ear. Having a purpose contributes significantly to mental and emotional health, which in turn supports physical well-being. A positive outlook and a sense of meaning can reduce stress and promote overall vitality. This man was a living example of how physical health, mental well-being, and emotional satisfaction are all interconnected and contribute to a truly vibrant life at any age. Now, having explored his consistent morning routine, his focus on nutrient-rich foods, his commitment to hydration, and his emphasis on mental well-being, let's bring all these threads together and look at the broader picture of what his ritual truly represented and what we can learn from it. Reflecting on my patient's story, it's clear that his remarkable vitality and continued erectile function wasn't down to one single magic bullet. There was no secret pill or exotic supplement, though he did mention taking a daily multivitamin and some fish oil. His ritual was in fact a holistic approach to living a life that nurtured his body and mind consistently over decades. It was the combination of intentional habits performed daily that built resilience and health from the ground up. His morning breathing ritual wasn't just about oxygen. It was about starting the day with mindfulness and calm. This sets a positive tone and helps manage the underlying stress that can impact physical function. His consistent hydration throughout the day supported every bodily process, including circulation. His gentle but regular walk kept his cardiovascular system robust, ensuring good blood flow where it was needed most. His diet, rich in whole foods, provided the essential building blocks and nutrients his body needed to function optimally. By prioritizing colorful vegetables, healthy fats, and lean protein, he was actively supporting his vascular health and reducing inflammation factors, critical for erectile health. What really stood out was the consistency of his ritual. These weren't things he did occasionally or when he felt like it. They were embedded into the fabric of his daily life, as essential as brushing his teeth. He saw them not as chores, but as acts of self-care, foundational practices that enabled him to live the life he wanted to live. He's not saying you have to become a 90-year-old carpenter to experience better health and potentially improved erectile function. What his story teaches us is the power of simple, consistent, healthy habits. It's about making conscious choices every day that support your overall well-being. It's about understanding that your body is a complex system and everything is interconnected. Stress, poor diet, lack of exercise, dehydration, all these things can negatively impact your ability to achieve and maintain erections. Conversely, focusing on these fundamental areas of health can have a profoundly positive impact. His story is also a powerful reminder that aging doesn't automatically mean decline in all areas of life, including intimacy. While changes are natural and expected, proactive steps can make a significant difference in maintaining function and quality of life well into older age. It's about cultivating habits that support not just a single function, but your entire being. So what can you take away from this remarkable man's daily ritual? The surprise I mentioned earlier. The thing that truly struck me and I believe is the most powerful lesson here isn't a specific food or exercise. The surprise is the sheer simplicity and consistency of his approach and the profound belief he had in these basic practices. He wasn't chasing quick fixes or complicated solutions. He focused on the fundamentals of health consistently over a very long time. That consistency builds compounding benefits that are far more powerful than any temporary intervention. Remember, small changes really can make a big difference to your health and happiness. You don't have to implement everything at once. Perhaps start with one or two aspects of his ritual that resonate with you. Maybe it's starting your day with mindful breathing or committing to a short daily walk. Maybe it's consciously adding more colorful vegetables to your meals or ensuring you stay well hydrated. Even small, consistent steps can start you on a path toward greater vitality and well-being. His story is an inspiration and a testament to the power of taking care of yourself. I hope hearing about his daily ritual has given you some ideas and perhaps some encouragement. If you found this helpful, or if you have any thoughts or experiences you'd like to share, please leave a comment below. I love reading your feedback and hearing about your own journeys toward health and vitality. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It really helps the channel. And if you want to learn more about staying healthy, vibrant, and living your best life at every age, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching, and remember, it's never too late to start building healthy habits that can truly transform your life. Live your best life at every age.